Hello and welcome to today's video. In today's video I'm going to be going through my Reading Rush TBR pile based off of the challenges that have been set. So these are the books I've picked. I've picked a book per challenge, but there are a few books that could be used for multiple challenges. But yeah, we're gonna go optimistically and give it a go. So the first challenge was read a book matching the colour of your birthstone. When I had a quick Google, there are 2 birthstones for October, which is when I was born, and they are opal, which I didn't think I was going to find a book opal. I mean, I really like the look of it, but don't know exactly what colour it is. And there is another one called tourmaline. I'll put a picture up on the screen of what that looks like. It's kind of like a bright pinky colour. There's a few different variations, but it's always some form of bright pink. So I went through absolutely all of the books that I own and all of the books that Jay owns, and there is one book that matches that. It is a book that it looks like Jay is about halfway through, but I'm going to take over it, and it is Psychedelics by Aldous, Huxley, and it looks like this. So as you can see, the main 2 colours on the front cover are pink, and the main one is very similar to the tourmaline colour that you see online. That is book number 1. So the second challenge is to read a book that starts with the word the. There's quite a few actually that fit into this, and that's how a few of them are going to come in, that I could use different ones for this challenge. But the one I'm going to go with is The Spark by Enter Shikari. Enter Shikari are a band that both me and Jay really like. This is actually his book, but yeah, this is basically going through the lyrics and like talking about them and how they're made and what they mean, and it just looks really cool, so I'm really excited for this one. And I will potentially read this on the buzz, which could make it double up for the 5th challenge, but I have picked another book for that one as well, but we'll get to that shortly. Book number 3. So the challenge for this is read a book that inspired a movie you've seen. A long time ago I watched a movie called If I Stay, and there is a book inspired by it. This is actually the version of the book that's got the scenes from the movie over it. So yeah, this is actually on my TBR for last year's Reading Rush, which I didn't do very well on. But yeah, still haven't read it, so I'm gonna try and read it this year. From what I remember, I really enjoyed the movie. It was really interesting. So like, it's not often that I enjoy movies that have been based off a book, because I find they're quite weak. But yeah, I'm really interested to read this book and see how it holds up. Number 4 was to read the first book you touch. For this, I stacked a load of books up, eeny meeny miny mo, and picked one. And what I came up with was The 101 Dalmatians by Dodie Smith. It looks like this. It's a really old version. I got this in a charity shop about the end of last year sort of time, and I haven't read it yet. It's a really old version. You can see it like used to be a library copy, and yeah, it's kind of falling apart, so I'm going to need to be careful with this one. But yeah, that is the book for challenge number 4. It was the first one I touched out of the pile, so I'm going to try and read that one too. It could also double as the one with the title The, and a movie that I've already seen, so just saying that there's good potential for that one. So challenge number 5, I've already touched on this one. It is to read a book completely not in your house. This has been talked about. It can be altered because coronavirus. Number 2 could do this one for me, but I did pick one specifically, and it is Occupy by Noam Chomsky. This is the version that I've got. Again, it is one of Jay's that for this challenge I am borrowing, but to be honest, it's one that I've wanted to read anyway, so I'm really excited for it. And for this challenge, I'm not going to alter it. It's read a book completely not in your house. I'm back at work now and I get the bus to work, so on the commute over the week, that's probably going to be at least 4 hours, so hopefully I'll be able to read a small book in that time. We're ignoring this picture, it's slowly falling off the wall. It's there to cover some holes and it's probably going to fall off at some point soon, so we're just ignoring it. It will be fine. Challenge number 6 is to read a genre that scares you or your least read genre. Although you wouldn't believe it from this video, my least read genre is normally just the books that Jay reads that he describes as smart thinking. That's why they are in Waterstone, so that's how he describes the genre he reads. So I borrowed one of his books for this one, and it is The Happiness of Pursuit. And again, it could double up as my book starting with there, but I'm really excited to read this one. It's one that he's meant to have read it already. It was given to him by his brother because I thought he'd really enjoy it, and Jay still's not got round to reading it, so I am now going to try to. From what I know about it, it sounds really interesting, and to be honest, I don't know why I don't read these sort of books. I just never get round to it because I think I prefer getting lost in a different world when I read, so I'm quite excited to read this. And then last but not least, read a book that takes place on a different continent to yours. For this one, I've chose The Lucky Ones. Again, this is one that I just picked up in a charity shop around the end of last year. And it takes place in New York City, which is in America, which is in North America. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. I am from the UK, which is part of Europe, so North America is a different continent. So that's why I've chose this one, and it's a book I want to read anyway. I haven't really got around to it. All I really know about this is that it is the author's debut novel, and that it's kind of a bit of a coming of age story with a twist. So I'm excited to read it, and I think it should be good. So yes, these are the 7 books that I've chosen for the 7 challenges. There is some crossover between them and the challenges, so I don't have to read them all, but I'm going to try my best to, so I'm really excited about that. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be attempting to do a bit of a mini vlog throughout the week to see how the reading rush goes, and I'm really excited for it. This is only my 2nd year taking part, and I really enjoyed last year's and all of the like community spirit around it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Do give it a like if you would like to, subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.